Hi, this is Brandon Allen from the Business Fast Track, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about management. And more specifically, how do you make managing your business fun and getting your people engaged and having a good time with what's going on in your office? And the way that I want to talk with you about making management in your office more fun is through confrontation. I know that sounds kind of weird, managing your office and having it be more fun through confrontation. It sounds a little counterintuitive, right? But there's specifically 3 things about confrontation that I want you to remember with regards to your business that will make it more fun and keep your people more engaged, and they'll probably like you more as a business owner or a manager. The first thing is to be timely with your confrontation. Tons of business owners and managers get this wrong because they don't confront small things at the time that they're happening and use those as coaching opportunities. What they usually do is they allow a ton of different small things to pile up one on top of the other, and then pretty soon what goes from being a small confrontation becomes a huge mushroom cloud of issues between you and that particular employee. The second thing in terms of confrontation is to be specific. So if you have a specific issue with that employee, talk about that specific issue. Don't use this as a time to bring up a bunch of different issues and cloud what the real issue is for you. Be very specific. The third thing is be professional. Now, what do I mean by being professional? Well, number one, take your emotions out of the game. If you get emotional when you confront people, what happens? Typically, you say things that you'll regret, you raise your voice, and you end up putting a huge wedge in between that relationship with an employee. And confrontation is a time for coaching. It's not a time to separate yourself from the people that you're working with. Okay, this is a time to kind of move alongside of that person and coach with them. And so be professional. Now, one of the things that's very subtle, there's one specific thing that's very subtle in terms of confrontation where we're not professional. And I want you to remember this. There's one specific thing that's very subtle that causes us to be unprofessional, and that is when we use feelings in terms of how we confront people. You use words like, it just seems like you're not doing this, or it feels like you don't care, or I just think that you need to take those phrases and completely eliminate those from your confrontation. Your feelings are what you think is not really what's going to motivate someone to do better. When you're specific and timely and you're using facts, that's what people respond to with regards to confrontation. Now, take some of these things and implement those into your confrontation, and I promise you that your employees will be more happy as a result. Now, if you want to take this education much further and think, well, how do I really approach this confrontation cycle? Well, we have an 8-step process that we're going to talk about on September 15th at our next quarterly quantum called 9 Decisions. We're going to talk about how do you make better decisions within your business and more informed decisions that get your whole team engaged. But also, we're going to talk about once you do set those decisions that need to be moved forward in your business, how do you make sure that people stay on the same page? And we're going to talk about our specific 8-step coaching model for coaching better performance within your organization so that running your business is fun and that your people are more engaged in your practice through proper management. So I hope to see you at the next quantum. This is Brandon Allen for the Business Fast Track. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this message. Enjoy the rest of your day.